buy. But Gilmour Manufacturing, which all of us are very familiar with because they sell a lot of products locally, was started by a man named Robert Gilmour. And when the company first started, they really did not make, they made plastic injected moldings, like casements for can openers and pantyhose and things like that. So then they started making a water hose. Well, in 1947, he decided to make, futuristic, he made the first spray nozzle for water. Now we've had them forever, so we think good grief, but that's what they did. They introduced many new products to the market. They sell all over the place now. You will find most of these things will be available at your local store. What they did was send me a variety of items that meet the needs of our program. Okay? They've developed a new nozzle that does not require you to squeeze with your hand. It's like a little fire nozzle, and it has the little thing up top. I got to do it the other way. So that you can control the water back here if you're unable to do this. This is a new type design. One of the best things you can use if you have trouble screwing the water hose on is the little quick connects. Okay, they come in plastic. This one happens to be brass. But, you know, for $5 or whatever it is that they cost, and I'll take this apart and then I won't be able to get it back together with the little twist tie. You can put this on the end of your water hose and boom, you quick connect it up there and there is no more of this trying to screw it on and screw it on tight where it don't leak. Okay? This would probably be highly recommended for those of you who, if you're going to be sure if you're going to use a timer like we were talking about earlier, leave the water on, it don't need to leak. Okay? That's something you do. You have a good washer or, you know, a method where you can connect it to it quickly. You can get these above. This sprinkler that they provided is designed especially for low water consumption use. Now, to me, I'm trying to put a lot of water out there. I don't quite get the concept of being low in water. But what they want to do is keep the water confined to an area where it's not blowing all over the sidewalk. Don't that just chaff you when you ride by and the sprinklers are running and somebody's watering the road, or it's raining outside and the sprinklers are running? And we talk about water. But this one is, because of its design, is supposed to be wind resistant to a lot of blowing. So when you get it to go in and get it to oscillate, the wind's not taking most of your water somewhere where you do not want it to be. The little flat, you know, an alternative to the drip irrigation is the weeper hoses or the drip hoses. This one is different from some. Now I used to have some of those ones that seeped and they're round, and the darn thing got kinked all the time to where I couldn't get the kinks out of it.
The squirrels go to get in those too and make a big old thing.
Well, and that's, I chunked mine away. This one is cloth material, and when it gets done, it lays flat back like this. So it's designed, you don't have to worry about it getting a kink in it like those other ones. It is a flat weeping hose.
I suppose they don't claim that they're squirrel-proof. Huh?
Nope, they don't. At least I didn't ask them that. Now they included us 2 different types of timers. So if you go home on one of these baskets today, know there are 2 kinds in here. This one is a mechanical manual timer. It is what it's designed to do. You can screw it onto a water hose or screw it onto your spigot. If you don't want to leave it running all the time and you don't want to automate it to that point, but you don't want to be like me and go off and forget about it and 3 hours later it's still running and it's watered way too much, then all you got to do is turn it on for 15 minutes around here to about 160 minutes it looks like, and whenever it gets through it'll cut off. Okay?
No batteries in that, is
No batteries in that. This is a mechanical timer. It also is those not programmable like some of the rest of them. This is you turn it on, it turns it off. Okay? The other timer that they sent us is their version of the single port digital timer. It is available to be programmed on how often you want it to run. You can have these timers if you got something in, Keith says, in some of his raised beds, they may water some things twice a day. So you can have it come on in the morning. And the good thing is, if you're able to do this in a way where you hook it to your home water supply, you can water at the correct times of day, which is the middle of the night, which I can't do. I just physically can't. You know, you can turn it on. You tell it what time you want it to start, how long you want it to run, and how often you want it to run. Once a day, once a week, once or whatever. So they included one of these. There's 6 baskets that all have these things in them that are available for us today. These already have batteries in them too. They already are turned on. So you also will notice on most of these there is this little button here, looks like a little water spigot. If you come out of here with a, let's say even though you want to put one of them Y valves on here and hook your drip irrigation to one of the valves and have the other valve open in case you need to fill up a watering can, that's what this thing is. It bypasses the timer and allows you to use water just as a regular way. All right. Don't fall down this time. Yeah. I did not. Okay, now, the Orbit Company is another manufacturer of